So before we actually touch the racket, warming up is really important, especially if you're serving or even if you're playing tennis, because you can injure your shoulder, you can maybe injure your elbow as well, or your wrist. So it's really important to mimic the movement with something like a resistance band, or if you've got a light weight, you can do that as well. So let's warm up a little bit and open up those shoulders with external and internal rotations, and then we're ready to serve. So again, before we do the actual service movement, I think it is really important to actually just rotate your rotator cuffs externally and internally, just to warm them up a little bit before you actually again do the serve movement. So do 10 reps on each side, a couple of sets, just so that you are ready for ramping it up, increasing the intensity. Make sure you feel the rotation, and just it's not about weight, or it's not about how heavy you go, but it's more about feeling the rotation as such. And once you're done with that, you can also do some overhead shoulder rotations and shoulder movements, just to again open up the lat, open up the shoulder blade, get that movement going. So this is very specific to the serve as well. So as you would know, it's actually really good for other sports as well. So even if you're like a fast bowler in cricket, it's really good to open up your shoulder like this. Again, 10 reps each hand. Make sure you work on the left hand as well, even if you're right-handed, only because you don't want to create imbalances in your in your body and in your muscle groups. So again, 10 reps, nice and slow, nice and controlled, and going for that full range of motion. So the other muscle group you need to open up is your rear delt. So you can either do face pulls like this, really focusing on that rear delt, upper rear delt, upper traps as well, and really squeezing when you're in this position. So don't just do quick movements, but really slow and controlled, and then squeeze at the top or at this position, and then release, and then never lose tension in your rotator cuffs and your shoulder blades as well. So don't do that. But yeah, nice and tight, controlled motions. Another good exercise for warm-ups for a tennis player especially is your rows. So you can get that resistance band even under your feet, or if there's a pole over there, and then just really squeeze and you're back at the top.